Good morning. It's 8:11 a.m. It's amazing. It is 8:11 a.m. and we're starting our morning. We're going to pack up, head to the visitor center, do basically the same thing as yesterday. We're going to have breakfast, make coffee outside the visitor center, and then go in, figure out what we can do in this area. Hopefully pick up a sticker and a mug today and go from there. Also, here's what our campground looked like last night. Actually very similar to like the Hoh Rainforest vibes, which is pretty. Then here's Mila in all of her glory with the tent, and Macy up there cleaning everything up. We have arrived at the visitor center. This one's a lot bigger. We've been desperate for some water. We've been drinking out of the bladder. So time to fill these puppies up. We got the Yetis. Macy's got the Now Jeans. Now it's time to get started on breakfast. We're just running with the usual coffee and 2 bags of protein, maple oatmeal each. This thing is cooking with gas. All right, water's boiling. Cut the heat. Time to pour the oatmeal. Macy, you're up. Mind mixing mine up a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Nice. See, my spoon's kind of stained yellow from yesterday's ramen. Right on top. Set it on and let it sit for 4 minutes. Breakfast is ready. Coffee's almost ready. We've got the Yellowstone season 4 finale coming up. All right, here's the stickers that we're working with. This one looks exactly like our Yosemite one. These are the 2 stickers we're between the beach and the rainforest. We are slowly bundling up, putting some wool socks on because we're going up to the Hurricane Ridge area. It is supposed to be really foggy today, but this trail is 1.6 miles out and it's supposed to have some just incredible wildflowers and stuff. But it's supposed to be really cold, so we're prepping for that. And then later we might even make an appearance back at Crescent Lake, which is super blue and super beautiful right now. Or maybe go check out something else before heading out towards the Tacoma area to sleep tonight. At least that's the plan right now. Things are always changing and we need to find a place to sleep. And it'd be nice to make some headway kind of towards North Cascades, but at the same time, we don't want to screw ourselves and sleep in the car again. So we'll figure all that out. But for starters, we're going up to Hurricane Ridge. All right, we're kicking off the 1.6 miles out to Hurricane Hill. So we're on this trail. So far it's been entirely paved, which is kind of nice because we're rocking tennis shoes. It's very comfortable, but it's quite steep. And we're told there's a bunch of chocolate lilies and that they're rare, but we have no idea what a chocolate lily looks like. Probably should have looked that up when we had connection. So we've seen quite a bit of like wildflowers. With it being chocolate, we kind of assume it's going to be brown. But the only brown looking flower we've seen looks dead or hasn't bloomed or something. So we're not sure, but hopefully we find them soon. And Macy looks like a dweeb. We're wondering if these could be them and they just haven't bloomed yet because they look kind of brown, but we're not sure. Hey, little guy.
Just looking right at us.
Yeah. Look how furry he is.
Not sure how much of this you can see, but these little tan spots right there, over there, look to be little Bambis laying out. They're moving, they're for sure alive, but I think they're just hanging out in the field. All of a sudden, we're seeing a lot of wildlife, and it's cool.
Still no elk.
No elk. I haven't seen a single elk or a single bear. Maybe soon. And even though it's quite foggy out right now, these views are still very beautiful. We found some deer out here grazing. These little guys. One is for sure a buck. Not sure about the others. They're pretty hard to see for us as well. So we were facing like southwest, but now we're looking out over the north portion of Hurricane Ridge. It's very different, but very pretty. And looking back over the southwestern section is the snow-capped mountains. So it took about 40 minutes to get up, about 1.6 miles and 600 feet of climbing, so nothing too crazy. And it's been paved, so it's been fairly comfortable. The views are awesome, and we are now on our way back down.
Wait, we also were wrong about the lilies. We haven't seen any of them.
Yeah.
A guy looked them up and Googled what they look like, and they look like a lily, and they're brown. And we
haven't seen it yet. So maybe they are that rare, who knows? We don't actually know if these are the chocolate lilies before they bloom, but they might be because we haven't seen any bloomed ones yet. There's a deer right here running across the trail. Hey, little guy. So chill.
Yeah, go into the mountains.
Bye, little buddy. So we just made it back from the hike. It's about 12:50 p.m. We're getting hungry for lunch. So we're gonna make some of our little roll-ups and go from there. Get the lettuce out, letting it drip clean because it somehow always gets submerged enough. And we have our turkey and cheese and Miracle Whip. That's about all you need for a nice, yeah, somehow this thing keeps filling up. There's gotta be a hole in it.
Mmm.
Tasty. Also, the tortillas we got are a little bit smaller, so I'll have to play a little bit of a game with fitting the same amount of food in them, but should be good. So
I can't help it.
The altitude, I know it's the altitude difference. Oh wow, yeah, it's just gonna keep coming. Okay, now you can basically stop it. You're gonna have to like flip it quick.
Gosh, dude. Got it in my head.
So today I'm running with the Colby Jack and Macy's running with the Monterey Jack. And then we'll put turkey on both of them with some lettuce. We're already on our 3rd pound of the Kirkland turkey, so we might need to restock this soon since we've been eating it for both lunch and dinner. So we drove over to the overflow lot to open up a space because that lot was stuffed. And now we're going to enjoy our little turkey sandwiches of sorts and some of these jalapeno kettle chips. And we're going to watch some Yellowstone. We don't know exactly what we're doing next, but it is 1:45 and we are leaving the Hurricane Ridge area. Little baby deer right here. Hey, little guys. What's up? So we're back in Port Angeles and we found some waterfront parking. It's just like a grassy, gravelly lot, but we got the A&M game on and just gonna hang out here for a bit. So right behind this bush that's right here is this, like, I don't know what's going on. Oh, he's over here on the right, kind of, you can see him, he's whipping this huge whip, but he's gotta be like high as a kite or something because it reeks of dope, and he's just walking around aimlessly smacking this He's smacking this whip. It's actually hysterical. For like 10 minutes, we've been like, gosh, what is that like whipping sound? And quite literally, this guy walks out of a bush, whipping it. So the things you see in Port Angeles, man, it's unique. Here he goes again. Gosh. It is 4:43 p.m. Unfortunately, A&M lost. But that means that there's another game tomorrow. It's also a work day tomorrow, so we need to be in a location that's close to data for the next few days before I go back on PTO for a little bit to explore the North Cascades. And so we've decided we're going to drive back up to like North Seattle, which is 3.5 hours. And there's a handful of RV parks, so I think we can find a place to camp for the night. And they have decent reviews, and by the time we would get there with no stops would be 8:20, but in reality we'd probably stop for gas at some point and stop to cook dinner. So I think we could be there at a decent hour in time to go to bed and wake up early for work the next morning. We still have 2 hours left in our drive, and we just used the bathroom, and Macy had the great idea of busting out the lemon heads, so we have a little pick-me-up.
Yeah.
Yes. Still about 20 minutes from our sleeping destination, but we have stopped at Safeway. I don't know if we're actually going to get anything here, but we're going to hopefully successfully cook some brats for dinner and eat them out here in the parking lot. So we'll see how that goes. Right, here's what we're running with. We got the Coleman set up. We got Macy kind of blocking the view from the grocery store. Still don't think that we're up to anything too crazy. And we're going to get these brats fired up here shortly. All right, so we're gonna get this water going. It says to cook them in about 1/2 inch of water. So we're eyeballing that. And then we'll start dropping these puppies in there. Whoa! They smell good, that's for sure. These ones are, well, Macy, what are they?
These are chicken sausage, chipotle, and Monterey Jack cheese flavored. So hopefully they're tasty.
So we're gonna let these simmer in here for 8 to 10 minutes. Apparently that's all you have to do, kind of move them around a little bit maybe. And then after that, we'll drain the water and just brown them up a little bit. Throw them in a tortilla and easy dinner. Definitely simmering. They're starting to swell up a little bit and get bigger, so it's going well. We have about a minute left of these puppies simmering, and we're just working with this steam here to heat up our tortillas a little bit. It's not gonna hold for a long time, but just gotta open them up some. Now we're draining these, and then we'll heat them up to kind of brown them up, but we don't want any water in there. Right. So now we'll fill them back on. Heat up.
Heck yeah, I was wondering why it was so good.
So now that we've let them simmer and they've sucked in some of those juices, we're just browning them up a little bit. Not really anything to it. Done. Now we're heating up this tortilla. I'm gonna throw these two puppies on there. Oh yeah, there are some juices flowing. All right, cut the heat. All right, so the brats are ready. We're pulling up season 5, episode 1 of Yellowstone, and we're just going to enjoy some dinner in the car for a minute. These are good. They were what, Market Side brand, I think?
Yeah.
They're tasty.
Marketplace.
Marketplace brand. We got them from Walmart, but they're good. They're a little bit spicy.
Spicy for sure.
Some good chipotle spice in there and very flavorful. You really don't need anything added on these. So we just went into the Safeway to use the bathroom and brush our teeth, and it was probably one of the top 5 nastiest bathrooms I think we've ever been into.
I literally, genuinely thought I could get a disease from being there.
Yeah,
it was a blue light, first of all.
Oh yeah, it was nasty.
The floor was soiled. The sink had stuff all over it.
Like sediment in it, like things that don't look like they came from a bathroom.
There was some hair. It was
just disgusting.
Absolutely
so
horrible.
We got ready for bed in the rain, like the mist out here instead. but it did the trick. And now we're probably just gonna hang out till it gets dark and then sneak into our little RV park for the night. This first RV park is officially a bust. There are like literally 1,000 RVs and 100 parking spaces. This place, it's like 5 times as big as what you see, and it's about that packed all the way through it. So we're going to the next place. These RV parks are certainly piled in. Like, there are people everywhere. How are we gonna find a place to sleep?
There was one.
So we just searched for a spot for at least 20 minutes.
This place is packed.
These places are packed and massive. We found one. Okay, we're in a corner. We're kind of by a little pond. And somehow, this one spot, I'm not kidding you, we passed hundreds. This one spot is available. So we just parked. We're taking it. We're going to throw up the tent. We're going to call it a night. So we'll see y'all in the morning.
Good night.
Good night.